Hi everyone, I'm here again. So I want to start my video by saluting the founding fathers of this great country. I would like to salute and officially address His Royal Majesty, by the grace of God, of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and of his other realms and territories, head of the Commonwealth, defender of the faith. I salute you, sir. And I would also like to address and formally salute our beautiful Queen, Her Royal Majesty, Queen Camilla. I am humble before you guys. I never imagined I'll be addressing such dignitaries in my life. I am really humbled. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And yes, so Your Majesty, or may it please Your Majesty, and I have the honor to be, sir, Your Majesty's humble and obedient servant. I have the honor to be and to Her Majesty the Queen, I have the honor to be, Madam, Your Majesty's humble and obedient servant. Thank you guys. I am a huge fan of the royal family. Oh my god, you guys are amazing, and genuinely I love you guys. And I'm so glad to be in such a great country and actually witness the culture, just the environment. Everything is beautiful, everything is organized. I really love it here. It's like heaven, you know, is what I imagine a good country to be like. And I think this is the greatest kingdom in the world. I always say that, and yes, I really mean it. I really mean it when I say this is the greatest kingdom in the world. Everything is so nice, everyone is lovely, and I've really had a great experience here. But I would like to also say some things that bother me, and I'm just gonna start addressing it as I go on in this video. But I'm going to be using biblical passages of healing and justice, and I'm going to start with the story of the man by the pool of Bethesda. I'm going to go from John 5 from 1 to 9. This tells the story of a man who was infirmed for 38 years, waiting for someone to help him into the healing waters. So from chapter 1 says, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool, which is called a Hebrew Bethesda, having 5 pouches. In these lay a great multitude of sick people, blind, lame, paralyzed, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain time into the pool and stirred up the water. Then whoever stepped in first after the stirring of the water was made well of whatever diseases he had. Now a certain man was there who had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there, and he knew he had already been in that position for a long time, he said to him, "Do you want to be made well?" The sick man answered him, "Sir, I have no one to put me into the pool when the water is stirring up, but while I am coming in, another steps down before me." Jesus said to him, "Take up your bed and walk." And they said to him, "Who is this man to tell him, take up your bed and walk?" I think this passage is very interesting because Jesus ends it with, "See, you have been made well. Sin no more, lest the worst thing come upon you." Hallelujah. I am a Christian, and to everyone that is viewing my video, I say this with the utmost respect. I know this is a just country, this is a just system, and this is a place for everyone. A lot of people have come to this country to seek refuge. A lot of people are currently helping a lot more people outside this country from the resources they've been able to gather in this country, because it's such an abundant society. It's a place for hardworking people. It's a place for good, determined people to come and build a life of integrity, of loyalty, and of, you know, good faith. And it is also in good faith I share my following concerns on how I've been treated in the care sector where I worked. So I'm also going to be doing another passage. I'm sorry if I bore you with this, but I'm a Christian and my faith has led me so far, and I really want to share this with everyone. And and yes, we're going to be talking about the woman with the issue of blood from Matthew 9 to 22. And it said, this woman had suffered for 12 years and spent all she had on doctors who could not help her. Before she said within herself, if I may but touch his garment, I shall be made whole. And he said to her, daughter, thy faith had made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague. This is what mercy can do. This is what mercy does for people who have faith, people who push forward to get justice, to get their healing, to get anything that they're seeking that they know is right and is, it might not be always reasonable, but God honors faith. This system honors faith and works. I do know that. I know this is a just and beautiful country. So I'm also going to speak again. I'm just going to end this video speaking again about the suffering servant. The prophecy described how the Messiah bore our physical and spiritual burdens. And he also says that he is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows, and acquainted with grief. Surely he had borne our griefs and carried out our sorrows, but he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. Hallelujah. I bring these reports before your majesties, trusting in the justice that governs this land. Like the man at the pool of Bethesda, I have waited for the truth to be heard. Like Zacchaeus, I call for restitution, where I have been defrauded of my rights and my rest and my dignity. And like the woman who reached to the hem of his garments, I wished for the protection of the law to be made whole from the exploitation I have suffered. I stand on the truth of Isaiah 53, knowing that the one who bore my pains also stands as my advocate. I believe God knows everything and God knows the truth. I know I was in a situation where I was exploited for my good work, and I was being framed for a situation I knew nothing about, which could have led to prison time if I didn't follow the right procedures. But even now, while following the right procedures, I fear I'm being met with retaliation and a lot of bad faith and a lot of things that I was trying to tackle from the start being met. I fear that a lot of things I tried to solve or resolve amicably and in good faith has been very difficult to resolve on its own. And I've been a diligent worker and I've been a faithful servant of this country, and I believe my story needs to be heard. I'm not speaking for everyone, but I'm speaking the language the justice system will hear, and I have faith I will be heard. I really want to thank you, I really want to thank you, and thank you for listening. And I have the honor to remain with the consideration of for the laws of this realm, your humble and obedient servant. Thank you, Your Majesties.